Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Campus Care Ed Talks. Ed Talks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is developing and adding creativity to teaching, and to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Mrs. Puneeta Mishra, ma'am, Principal of JP Public Academy, Kasganj. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. A very good evening to all of you. And it feel very nice to be on this platform, Mehak.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for taking out your time for us. It's an honor to have you here too.
Same here.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, here we're talking about developing and adding creativity to teaching. So, let's start off with creativity. Do you think is it an important part of every activity or every task that I'm doing? Is it important for me to be creative, ma'am? How do you think?
Yeah, Mehak, before going for on the further discussion, I would like say creativity is an ability of a person to think beyond the imagination. So it gives the capability to a person to solve the problems, to express the feelings. So creativity, yes, it is very important to be a creative, to be a creative person. If you are in a teaching and if you are a teacher and you are dealing with maximum of number of the students, creativity is not sufficient only for teaching. It is important in each and every field. So yes, I'm totally agree that creativity should be there. Creativity is very important part of a person's life.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. Moving forward, ma'am, when it comes to teaching, how important is it to be creative, ma'am? How important is it for an educator to be creative while, teaching so that, learning becomes fun and students do really enjoy this?
Yeah, see, Mehak, as I told you, that creativity is an ability,
Yeah.
right? And if a teacher is a creative in all the manner, so it will be a fun to the students. So, by creativity they can make a learning. They can make a classroom a fun loving classroom, right? And when we are good in creativity, it is more easy to teach and more easy to learn the new concepts. As a new national education policy also guided us that a person should be go with the experiential learning. If you are in your classroom, if you are teaching to the students, the concept must be in experiential learning. Because if we are working, as we have read, that there are three domains while we are in the teaching field. There are three domains to teach a student. If we are good in creativity, if we are good in learning by doing, so we can give the new concept, we can give the vast imagination to our students, so that they can perform and they can learn by performing on the various concepts.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. Moving forward, do you think when teachers are creative, when teaching is fun, students does it affect the learning process also?
Yeah, see, when we are creative, it gives a vast group. We connect to each other by creativity. If you give a topic to a student to debate, if and he or she is not creative, he cannot connect with other peer students, peer teachers. So it is very important to be creative to connect with the surrounding first. If I'm not able to connect with the surrounding, I am not able to learn the new concepts or new things. So I think it is good for the student to connect, to get to express the feelings.
Yeah.
To express the feeling, it is very important for the students to learn the creativity, to be too creative, to be able to solve the problems. See, in our daily life, when we are learning something, when we are teaching something, we face many problems, many difficulties, many students below average and above average. We see we go by the many kind of students. So if we are creative, if we are able to deal with such kind of students by many concept and different concept, it make easy to make classroom happy and fun loving.
Absolutely, ma'am. Very well explained, ma'am. Lastly, ma'am, how would you suggest then that an educator can get creative? What are some of the skills? What are some of the ideas? I mean, if you could share with us that how can if I'm not an educator, if I'm just teaching somebody, how what are the examples? What are the things that I can do to make that learning process much fun? Yeah.
The first thing, Mehak, we need to be very positive acceptor. If we are able to accept the things from others, we are more open to learn the new things. The first thing is we should have the acceptance ability inside us so that we can learn more. As we have also heard many quotations that if we have the ability to accept the things, we are the good learner. If we are good listener, we are the good speaker also. So the first thing is the acceptance. To be more creative, to learn the new things, we should have the acceptance ability first. Second is we should connect with others. We should not be a kind of reserve in nature. We should connect with others. Sometimes we may learn a different thing from the students also. So never say that I'm a teacher. Always say I'm a learner. As a teacher also, I'm a learner and I'm learning it from the students. Maybe my students are more creative. They must be having more ideas than me. So first, second thing is you connect with the others and be a good listener. And third is whenever you are reaching to us with a new concept, you must be properly experience what kind of topic you are going through in the classroom, and you must have all the things, all the material with you, that you are going to tell something, that you are performing some activities in the classroom. You should be well prepared with the topic. So three things are important while you are going to the class: accept your students thought, be a good listener, and third is be prepared. What kind of topic you are going to teach in the class, you have to be well prepared for that.
Absolutely, ma'am. Very useful tips, ma'am. Thank you so much, Puneeta, ma'am, for being here today. It was lovely listening to your viewpoints and experiences, ma'am, on how can we.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I would like to add one more thing,
Sure.
that we are focusing, many of the schools, they are focusing on application of the new education national education policy in the school. So I would like to suggest all of them that before application of the new education policy in the school, we must be able to think creative. We must be able to think beyond the imagination. Everything we have to be every area we have to work on the pros and cons before going to creativity, because creativity can give us the positive result also and negative also. So we need to work before, and we have to think out of the box. So what is good for our student and what is not.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here today.
Same here, Mehak.
And for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Same here. Thank you. Best of luck.